Have you ever thought about how if your legs are so sore that you actually feel like you're walking on stilts? Because that's me today. I am unbelievably sore from a workout yesterday. It is killing me. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome again. This is That Manga Dude. We are here with another pickups video. We are here in April 2023. Actually filming in April 2023. Usually I film these in the month after and get them out in a reasonable amount of time. But this one I have to record a little bit earlier because I am going to be going on a trip to Toronto. So I'll be gone for a good 10 days. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. I'm going to be going to TCAF. So if well, by the time this video is out, you probably don't know that. But if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I am going to TCAF, which is the Toronto Comic Arts Festival. So if you see me there, please give a little wave or whatever. You probably don't know what I look like. I might post a picture or something on Twitter. So if you do happen to go, you'll see me or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'll be there. So I'm recording a bunch of stuff ahead of time because I'm not going to have any time to record while I'm in Toronto. But I did manage to pick up a lot of really great volumes this past month. Actually, it's a pretty good chunk. So let's get started right now. Let's go. Alright, let's get into it. We have a lot to go over, and as usual with my pickups, I'm going to start with publishers that are either A, defunct, B, I didn't get as many volumes from. I don't know why I thought there was going to be a C, but there is no C. So yeah, this is going to be the first couple volumes, or like quite a few volumes I'm going to be showing off where I got a lot less than Viz, for basically. Unless they're the bigger publishers, which you'll see as we get to them. So, up first, from Square Enix's manga division, I got Daemons of the Shadow Realm by Hiromu Arakawa. This is the first volume, and I believe this is the first main series that Hiromu Arakawa is writing and doing the art for, since I believe Silver Spoon. Do not quote me on that, I'm pretty sure, but it's really cool to have this in print, and I actually got it early, like way earlier than I was expecting, but I will be talking about this during the May first volume impression, so I haven't read it just yet, but I will be reading it in May, and you'll get my full opinions on it when I do read it, so yeah, be excited for that. Alright, up next, from Udon, I picked up, oh boy, Darkstalkers, Red Earth, and I believe that says Maleficarum. Maleficarum. Anyways, I believe this story follows Morgan, or at least that's a good assumption because she's on the cover. I don't really know much about this. I just thought the art was really cool, and yeah, it's got a nice cover. Overall, I don't know. I like Udon's releases a lot, so this was really cool, and decided to pick this up on a whim. So hopefully it's good. Up next, oh, I'm so excited. So I have a bunch of Kinokunias around where I live, so I decided to go to one somewhere pretty far, actually. But I was really excited to see this, and I got the first volume of Zatch Bell 2. Can I read Japanese? No. But I was really happy to get this. I love Zatch Bell, if you don't know. It's one of my favorite series, and it's just really cool to be able to get a print copy of this. Hopefully we get it in English some year. I highly doubt it will be anytime soon, but if we do, just know that I'm going to be screaming, pissing, yelling all over Twitter, all over YouTube, because, yeah, this series means a lot to me, honestly. I really love the anime. I collected the manga up to as much as I could. I got up to volume 19. Couldn't find any more volumes, but did the best that I could. But really excited to have this, so it's awesome. Honestly, super awesome to have this. Alright, up next, so this is Tokyo Pop. Got the first volume of DN Angel by Yukiru Sugisaki. Don't know much about this other than, like, my fiance said that it's something. Really great description for a book, to be honest. So, definitely piqued my interest in terms of her nonchalantness about it. And, yeah, we'll be talking more about this in my April reading log. As well, I got Karekano, His and Her Circumstances, Volumes 3 and 4 by Masami Suda. Cool to get more of these volumes. I found the first two not too long ago, I feel like a couple months ago, and a lot of people said it's really good. So I've been holding off on reading it until I picked up more volumes, so I'll probably be reading it soon, now that I have 4 volumes in fairly good conditions too, which is always good to see. But yeah, I don't know much about it. No, I believe it's a shoujo series, so I will have, I guess, some opinions when I get to it. Alright, up next, I got the last volume of Mame Coordinate by Sachi Miyabe. I can't believe this is the last volume because I feel like we didn't get enough time with them. I loved this series when I was reading it. I read all the 3 volumes, and I did read the 4th volume. I will be talking about it in my reading log. But yeah, it's a shame that the series is over, but I'm really excited to see what Sachi Miyabe releases next because yeah, Mame Coordinate was really cool. Okay, coming in for Kodansha, we got In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, Volume 2 by Mika Yamamori, and you might be wondering why it takes so long to get this volume, and that's because, holy moly, I don't know what's up with Kodansha and their shipping and stuff like that, but their volumes have been coming in absolutely terrible condition across the board. I've been to multiple Barnes & Nobles around my area, and even the Kinokuniya's, and all of them have been messed up. Either the print is off, or, like, the spine is totally screwed up. Everything's kind of like, just like, looks like it's been mangled, and it's just kind of unfortunate too. I'm very, how would I say, I'm very picky about when I pick up specifically new volumes. Used volumes, I've kind of lowered my standards a bit, but especially with new volumes, if I'm gonna spend the market price, I want it to be in at least very good condition. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least like don't have like massive rips, or like have like the print completely off. I know I've complained about this before, but I really want to mention it again, because this one was definitely one of the harder ones to find in good condition, and I'm already behind now because Volume 3 is out. So yeah, hopefully Kodansha steps it up, or at least the other printers as well step it up, because currently it is not good. Not good at all. Alright, up next, I got the 2 volumes of Shonen No, Boy Soprano by Yuki Kamatani. Really excited to get these. These are absolutely gorgeous covers. Look at this stuff. Like, I mean, come on. This is beautiful. Such a lovely series. The art is beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to hop into these because I really enjoyed the first volume. If you don't know what the first volume is about, basically it follows this kid who has a soprano vocal range, which is really rare for a child, especially for a boy. So basically it's about him trying to live up to all these people's expectations as he is trying to live a normal life as well. So it's a lot. It's super cool. It's very thought-provoking, and the art is gorgeous. Definitely go give it a shot. And last but not least, from Kodansha, I picked up the 6th volume of Witch Hat Atelier. This series I am collecting so very slow, because finding certain volumes has proven to be very difficult, especially in order. Volume 6 was surprisingly hard to find, but I managed to find it in very good condition, so excited to get back into this, because I love this series. The series is really good. Alright, coming up next, I got 7 Seas. So, first, Cinderella Closet by Wakana Yanai. I already read and talked about this in an FVI, so you should go check that out if you want my full opinions on this, and obviously I'll be talking about it in the reading log as well. But yeah, this is a really pretty cover, and yeah, excited to have you guys check that out if you haven't already. Alright, up next, I got Days of Love at Sequel Villa by Kodama Naoko. I don't know much about this. I believe this is a Yuri series, but that's about as much as I know. It has another one that has a really pretty cover. Yeah, excited to check it out and see what all the hubbub's about. And up next, this is one that people were really hyped about, and I'm also really hyped about. So this is My Girlfriend's Child by Mamoru Aoi. This is supposed to be a series about a couple in high school who learns that she is now pregnant, and is how they are going to live their lives with this child now. I've heard it's fantastic. I've heard it's really well written. I've heard it tackles really difficult topics in a very digestible way, in a way that like you totally understand. I'm really excited to get into this. I will definitely be reading this for the May FVI, so be ready for that when that decides to come out. And last but not least, for 7 Seas, I have to sing a song for this, but do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? Here is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, it is about to start when tomorrow comes. Thank you. I'm not a good singer, or at least I don't think I'm a good singer, so hopefully you enjoyed that. But this is Les Mis Omnibus 1 by Takahiro Arai. He did a, not translation, yeah, based on the novel by Victor Hugo, which is a gigantic novel if you didn't know. It was a book first and then became a musical that a lot of people know and love. Yeah, I was interested to pick this up because I really like the music for Les Mis, but I wasn't a big fan of the actual musical, the movie specifically. So wanted to see what the original story was, at least somewhat. I don't know how loosely or how close it is based onto the main book, but there are definitely big differences between this and the movie. So yeah, I will be talking more about this in the reading log, so just get ready for that. But this is an absolutely gorgeous release, just like a random fact of the day. If you like Les Mis, I would say give this a shot. Okay, coming into Yen Press. So, first one I got, I actually got because it was cheap. This was a series that I wasn't super interested in, but because of the price, I decided to check it out, or decided to pick up, and that is Catch These Hands by Murata. This is volume 1. I got it for $5, which is, way cheaper than the cover price. Cover price is $13 for here in the US. And yeah, I don't know much about the series. I believe there are like two girls who used to be in like rival gangs, and now they're just living their lives, and maybe there's going to be some sparks flying. Well, I guess we'll see. Definitely interested to check it out now now that I have it. And yeah, I guess I'll be talking about it when I get to it. Up next, I got Shadow's House Volume 3 by Somato. I love this series, and I'm really glad I finally got this next volume. Basically, it follows the story about these girls, or like these people, I guess not really people, they're like dolls, like porcelain dolls, who are the faces and the bodies of the shadow people. So, you can't see them on the cover, but basically, there's like this whole entire household that's full of shadow people, and they need faces and people to talk through in order to express their emotions, blah, 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 blah. So that's what these characters are for. And yeah, it's actually really interesting, and there's a lot of mystery to it. The characters are very likable, so I'm really excited to hop into this one when I get to it. Up next, I posted about this on Twitter because trying to find this volume was really hard. This is Shy Volume 2 by Bukimi Miki. I don't know what happened with shipping out this series, but this volume has been like completely non-existent in every single Barnes & Noble that's in my area. I don't know what happened, and I'm not going to question it anymore because now I have it, so it doesn't matter. But really excited to get into this. I really liked the first volume. I thought it was a lot of fun. Basically follows the story about this... the world has like superheroes, or like one superhero per country, and they do good deeds basically and try to save the world in a way. So the Japanese representative is like the Shy Girl, which is really rare for a superhero. So yeah, it just goes and follows the story of her as we go through her life and the lives of these other superheroes. So yeah, really excited to get into this. Can't wait to check it out. Up next, I picked up the first volume of the series called Coffee Moon, Volume 1 by Mochito Bota. I don't know anything about this. It was intriguing. The cover was really, really cool looking. I believe it's kind of like a Groundhog Day situation where she keeps reliving a day over and over and over again. And that's all I know about it. But yeah, this cover is very, very beautiful. And I'm really excited to get into this because just flipping through the pages, the art looks fantastic. So really excited to get into this. And yeah, can't wait to see how I feel about it. And last but not least, for Yen Press, I got Nights with a Cat, Volume 1 by QUZ. My fiance watched all of these like YouTube videos specifically for this series, and she loved it. So I decided to pick it up because I was like, why not? It looks really cute, and yeah, it is as cute as the cover looks. It's very simple format, 4 I believe. Yeah, really excited to talk about this in the reading log. But yeah, the series is super cute. Alright, into Viz Media, here we go. There is so much Viz Media, as usual, but let's get right into it. Let's get started. First up, I picked up the first 5 volumes of Midori Days by Kazuru Inoue. This is another series that people that are close to me seem to have mixed opinions on. They're like, this probably has aged absolutely poorly, but we liked it when we were kids. So I don't know how to feel about that, but I did manage to get these for half price. Of cover price, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see what all the hubbub's about the series, because yeah, it's not very long either, so yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, up next, I picked up Volume 7 and then Volumes 13 through 15 of Yakitate Japan. So, I've talked about the series a lot, but let me explain why I had to pick up Volume 7 and then Volumes 13 through 15, because as I've mentioned a lot in my videos, I don't tend to buy out of order. Now, I accidentally bought out of order for Yakitate Japan because I thought that I had bought Volume 7, and lo and behold, I did not. I had bought Volumes 8 through, 12, and didn't like think about, oh yeah, you should probably have bought Volume 7, because when I got back from the bookstore, I was like, oh, I can't wait to hop into more Yakitate Japan, and I'm like, oh crap, I can't continue it because I don't have Volume 7, so I actually got it online for a good price, and yeah, it's a really good condition, other than like the cover doing this weird flare thing, but other than that, not too bad. Yeah, really like this series. I've talked about it before, but basically, yeah, it's like Food Wars, but focused more on baking bread versus just cooking in general, so yeah, cool series, can't wait to get into more of it. Up next, I picked up another volume of Komi Can't Communicate, volume 24. Yeah, this is probably my favorite cover to date. I just love aquariums in general, so yeah, this one really spoke to me. Very, very gorgeous cover. I love this series, let me rephrase that. I don't know if I love this series, but I do very much enjoy it, clearly, because I pick it up every single time it comes out. But yeah, it's a fun one, and there's not much to say about it. Up next, I managed to find the next 2 volumes of Pokemon Adventures that I needed. This is volumes 9 and 10. Yeah, in immaculate condition. I'm super, super happy because, man, I did manage to find these earlier, and I didn't buy them because they were so beaten up at this used bookstore that I go to. And, yeah, couldn't push myself to do that. So, really happy to have these in very good condition, and we'll probably be reading these very soon. Alright, up next, this is from the Viz Signature line. We have ourselves Boys Abyss from Rio Minanami. Yeah, I've talked about this in length at the FBI, so go check that out. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous cover. Definitely a lot of crazy stuff happens in the series. Go check out the FBI first, though, because if you want like my full opinions on it, I'll have it there. Yeah, go check it out. Alright, up next, I managed to pick up the next volume of Dead Demons DDD Destruction. I'm so happy we got the next volume for this because I have been waiting a very long time. I think it's been 4-5 months since we got the last volume, which is understandable because the series just recently ended, I believe last year. So I think this is the second to last volume or the last volume, I'm not sure. But really, really happy to get this. I'm really, really excited. This is my favorite Inio Asano work for the most part. I think Solanian is the only one I'd put above it. But in terms of like extended work where he has multiple volumes, I would say Dead Demons is my favorite out of the bunch. Yeah, definitely go check it out if you haven't. If you like Inio Asano, obviously this is like a must buy. Alright, last but not least for the Viz Signature, we got Hell's Paradise, Volume 13. This is the last volume, and I finally got it. It took forever. It took me way too long because of all the reprint issues going on during the pandemic. But here we are. I finally have it. It's mine. I got it. We did it. To be talking about this in the reading log, because I did actually read this already, because I was way too excited to finally finish this series, even though it was very much like a bittersweet moment. But yeah, I'll be talking about this more in the reading log, but the series is super awesome. The anime just came out too, so you should go check that out as well. Okay, for Shonen Jump, we got ourselves Volume 25 of Slam Dunk. Talked about this series already. I picked up a whole lot in the last month, and then I picked up only this volume in April. So yeah, really excited to get into this. Been loving this series, and I'm almost done, so we're very, very close. Can't wait to get into this one. After that, I picked up Kaiju number 8, Volume 6 by Naoya Matsumoto. I've talked about the series a lot, and this is another one that has suffered from the print issue that seems to be going around with all the big publishers because, yeah, having one that was like pretty even in terms of printing was extremely hard to find. This is the only one that was even nearly close, and even then it's still a little bit leaking over. It's not terrible, but like, yeah, the other ones were like completely off. So it's good to see that this one is in decent-ish condition, but yeah, excited to get into this one as well. Alright, up next, another volume of Twin Star Exorcist. This is by Yoshiaki Sukeno. This is a series that I talk about all the flippin' time, and I haven't actually read this volume yet, so that's on me. But I'll probably be getting into it soon so I can talk about it. I think I have to read volume 16 first. But yeah, I love this series. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, the story follows these two characters, Benio and Rokuro. Basically, they're two strong exorcists who are destined to be married to each other. The name is a little bit confusing because it makes it seem like they're twins, but in actuality, they're not related at all. But yeah, their goal is to create the next child in order to defeat all of the demons. But yeah, it's an interesting series. Actually, the action is great. The art is fantastic. There's so many great things about it. But yeah, really excited to get this volume as well. Woo! Alright, up next, I got the next volume of Kuba Won't Let Me Be Invisible. This is volume 7 from Nene Yukamori. Yeah, another enjoyable series. Got the next volume. That's all I'm really going to say about it. I'm probably going to be saying that for the next couple of volumes, honestly, because this is Mission Your Sakura Family by Hitsuji Gondaira, volume 4. I got this one really early. I was really excited, and I didn't even read it. So, yeah, I'll probably be reading this tonight or whenever. So be looking forward to it in the reading log for either April or May. So keep an eye. Up next, I picked up the next 2 volumes of Rosario plus Vampire that I needed. This is volumes 3 and 4. I don't think I've talked about the series very much, other than I picked up the first volume a long time ago, in this like kind of bundle that I picked up from a dude in the middle of nowhere. It was great. A little bit sketch, but it was awesome. Yeah, got these 2 volumes. I'm actually surprisingly loving this series. I love the first 2 volumes quite a bit. I'm not usually the biggest fan of like not ecchi, but like kind of like harem series, I guess, or series that focus on harems. But this one's not as bad as others, and I actually like a lot of the characters, so yeah. I can't wait to get more to it. Alright, up next, I got the last volume of the Hunter's Guild, Red Hood, by Yuki Kawaguchi. Yeah, I don't know how this series is gonna end, but I guess we'll see. I know it got canceled. You don't have to tell me in the comments, I already know. But I'm very interested to see how this series ends, because it doesn't feel like there's gonna be an ending in Volume 2, so yeah, not looking forward to that. Up next, I got the next volume of Dan, Volume 3 by Yukinobu Tatsu. Yeah, love this series. It's super fun to read it. It's been really enjoyable and has some really pretty spines. So yeah, excited to have this, and can't wait to talk about it. Up next, I picked up Tatsuki Fujimoto Before Chainsaw Man 22 through 26. This is by, as the name suggests, Tatsuki Fujimoto. This is the stuff that he created before Chainsaw Man, and I believe this is like the series, or I guess the one-shots, or whatever, the stories that he released between the ages of 22 through 26, as with his other series, 17 through 21, which just focuses on the stories that he made between 17 and 21. So yeah, don't know much about this one, but I did actually enjoy 17 through 21, so hopefully this one is as good, because yeah, it'd be cool to have another enjoyable one. Up next, super hyped for this, I got Shoujo Shoten Volume 2 by Akinari Asakura and Takashi Obata. Oh my goodness, I love this series. The first volume was so fantastic, and I'm so happy to get the second volume. Yeah, we'll be talking more about this in the reading log. And last but not least, actually genuinely one of my favorite covers to come out, or that I picked up in April, and that is Blue Box Volume 4 by Koji Miura. I don't know what it is about this cover, but it just hits me like in a weird nostalgic way. It gives me a spring, summer feeling. I love the leaves and how they're portrayed and painted, and I love our like one of the characters here. Yeah, I don't know, it's overall, it's just a really pretty cover. I really love it a lot, and yeah, I can't wait to get into this one as well. And that is going to be it for the manga pickups of 2023 April. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a great time. I picked up a lot of really great volumes, and I'm really excited to talk about them as I, read them. But yeah, what did you guys pick up in the month of April? I'd love to know in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys picked up, whether it was new releases or just random ass volumes like the ones I have. Excuse me, I just did the little curse word. I don't mean to I don't usually do that, so that's a little awkward. Maybe it'll be bleeped out. Anyways, you know what to do. You can like, you can comment, you can favorite, you can subscribe, or actually, you can't favorite anymore. No favorites. No. Like, comment, subscribe. Those are the only 3 things you can do. Those 3 things are super cool. I'm so close to 1K subscribers, and it would mean the world to me if I manage to reach that at some point soon. Thank you guys all so much for the support. It means so much. And if you decided to not like, comment, or subscribe, your views matter as well. Those are awesome. Those are cool. Thanks for doing what you do every day. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, so I will see you in the next video. Bada bing, bada boom, later!